Whoa, whoa, whoa. Abrupt stream beginning. I know what I'm doing. Give me a sec while I post my thing in Discord. There we go. Playing some frickin' Plants vs. Zombies. Gonna post it in another server too. Where the heck? There it is. Okay. Nice. Okay. Playing Plants vs. Zombies. As soon as some other people get here. I haven't played Plants vs. Zombies in quite a long time. Happy Mother's Day. I'm not a mother, but okay. Thanks for wishing me a happy Mother's Day. Also, Soapy Bubbles, how's it going? I want to see if I can get this game, if I can beat this game within a week. I think that would be pretty cool. Finals and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm just chillaxing because it's the weekend and I have absolutely nothing to do on the weekend. Which is pretty nice. Because I work during the weekdays. So weekends are very nice for me. I just get to relax and play some Plants vs. Zombies. Which I'm going to launch right now. If it'll, hold on. Let's see if it actually shows up in this window. I don't think it will. Ah, crap. Okay, give me a sec. I think I broke it. No, I didn't. What the hell is going on? You can hear the music. This game has a fantastic soundtrack. But it's not showing up. Give me a sec. Window. There we go. Ah, come on. Okay, let's start a new create a new user, toast, so we can play through campaign from the beginning. Yeah, okay. I haven't played this game. Oh, I gotta make my own zombie. Of course I do. I don't know what this is, but I accept. Colors. Ew. I want to be like... Oh, it doesn't change on the thing. Okay, whatever. We can give him like dumb hair. Ooh, red. No, we gotta have like anime blue-green hair. That's pretty anime, right? No, that's nah. I need anime. Nah, you can't have frickin' tattoo, anime tattoo. Dang. You'll have to give up your soul. I didn't notice that. I haven't played, like I said, I haven't played this in a long time. Anime characters don't really wear glasses. The heck? Sure. Accessories. Frickin'... Can't even see most of them, so... Just get rid of it, because then you can't see any of them. I don't want anything covering up the hats. Backdrops, whatever. Finish it. Finished. Dang. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. Okay, so I can't do any of these yet, because I have to start adventure. Oh, yes. This is gonna be fun. Oh my god, I haven't played this game in so goddamn long. Don, how's it going? How's my new place? It's pretty good. You can, come visit sometime. Are you coming down to the LAN party at, on Friday? I'll make sure. Also, fucking, this game is glorious. Hell yeah. We've had people come over and play Smash a little bit, because I have this freaking, like, 60-inch TV. I think 65-inch, actually. But it's so good for Smash. First level is so boring. Okay, you want to hear some, I'll save this for later. Yeah, it's a fucking... That's the one you played on when you were at my old house. It's huge. It's huge. I saw it was at Best Buy for $1,000. There was a TV, like a 75-inch TV. It was like for $1,000. That's really good, actually. LG brand. But I wouldn't pay that much for a TV. I would buy a used TV. I would not buy a. I would not buy a brand new TV unless it was like. I got a huge gift card to some store. Oh my god, this game is just so goddamn relaxing. Like, at the beginning... Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, but the big TVs were really expensive. Like a couple years ago, but now they've gone down in price, so... I think the one I had was like $400, and it's also 3D, so I have a 3D Blu-ray player that goes with it, that I actually haven't used, which kind of sucks. And I had I have 4 pairs of Blu-ray glasses, or of 3D glasses, and I can't find the 4th pair. Don't know what happened to it. Not like I have enough seating for that many people. How's the game audio? Is it too loud? Do I need to turn my voice up a little bit? I might just do that. Frogia, how's it going? There's my dude! I made that dude. What a frickin' jerk off. Harudud3, how's it going? What's this? This is Plants vs. Zombies. You've never seen Plants vs. Zombies before? This is one of the best games. PopCap. It's a classic, I'll tell you that. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm playing Plants vs. Zombies. What are we talking about today? I don't know, dude. I was talking about TVs like 2 minutes ago. This asshole. Freaking give me some sun! There we go. I mean, yeah, this whole game's a metaphor for killing, communists, I believe. I think that's what the game is, but I'm not 100% on that. Don't quote me on that, because I'm 100% wrong. I think it's literally just plants fighting zombies. I don't think there are any metaphors to this. Oh man, we got the cone heads coming in. There's a sequel to this game and it's a frickin' pay-to-win Android game and it sucks. Everyone's gonna be telling me like, oh, you're doing it wrong. You're doing the layers wrong. But this is how I do it. This has been 2 layers of sunflowers and a shit ton of pea shooters. Always works out for me in the end. Yeah. I know, like, late game I'm gonna get backseated a lot, because I'm gonna frickin' lose a lot. Yeah, good measure. Last one for good measure. Walnut. I seen a speedrun of like 100 rounds on, or 100 waves on Survival Endless. And the guy like purposely lets his lawnmowers get some dudes. It's kind of weird. Yes, we have the meat shield. Which I'm probably not gonna use just because I'm gonna have so much goddamn sun, or so many goddamn pea shooters. Yeah, nuts have meat. The inside, the edible inside part of a nut is called the meat of the nut, in case you didn't know. That's a real thing. I'm not making that up just for a joke. That's actually what it's called. Well, I put these 1 row too far forward, but whatever. I'll just put another, Give me 1 more. I keep putting sunflowers in the rows that they start coming in, and then I don't. Yeah, okay, we'll get them. I think. Yeah, that'll do enough, I believe. Kill him! Damn it! Frickin' nut! He's fine. He's okay. Everything's fine. That poor little dude. Oh, I feel bad for him. But at the same time I don't, because he's a nut. Oh god, these freaking nut dudes. Hold on. Or the cone men. I shouldn't be investing into all pea shooters, but at the same time, that's exactly what I'm doing. Only use nut on emergency situations. Is the pea the size of the grapefruit? Yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna use the cherry bomb real quick. Hold on. Let's get some extra pea shooters just in case. Watch me frickin'. There we go. Okay, that takes out like half of my problems. Shovel. Now I can get rid of my walnut dudes. Yeah. Oh yeah, today I'm drinking, for a stream, I'm drinking some more Kickstart. Mountain Dew Kickstart energizing blueberry pomegranate flavor. Which is actually kind of garbage. Hey, it's the best freaking character in video game history. Crazy Dave, welcome. Shut up. Yeah. Imagine like the recording studio for that line. Let's wait a little bit for a whole bunch of nuts, because this is nut bowling. Eventually get like exploding nuts, which is my favorite move in bed. This frickin' okay, they're supposed to like ricochet into each other, but they don't seem to be wanting to do that. Give me more. Okay, here's an Explodo nut. There we go. That's what I like to see. This is some freaking good-ass music, dude. This is some good-ass music, too. I'll send one down this way. Oh, nice. Why is it only giving me the Explodo? Dig him up. Damn. Watch this one. Bam, bam. Okay. Time for boom. That was... Okay, you ready for some, I'm a little peckish myself, so you ready for some pickle jar opening ASMR? Listen to this, check it. Yeah, there we go. Let's get some, like, let's get the crunch in. We're doing a pickle review here. This is the Aldi, whatever frickin' brand of pickles you can get at Aldi. Great gherkins. I frickin' love that word. I forgot that word existed. Here's a gherkin crunch ASMR. That's some good stuff. That's a good ass pickle. Damn. Oh yeah, we got the potato, the boom potato. Also known as a grenade. Hold on. Oh god, okay. I wanted to pause it. Whatever. Frickin' let's go. Let's do it. I need a stereo mic to do ASMR properly, but you know, it's good enough if all I have is my high quality Focusrite Scarlett mic. I should rename every plant going in. I mean, pea shooter sunflower, that's gonna stay the same, but we got the boom fruit. I mean, we got boom potato, we got nut, and I don't know what the cherry is. Someone come up with a name for the cherry. Also, Cartoon Doodles, how's it going? And Tim Time 25, how's it going? I need some more, son. Give me... Okay, there we go. Yeah. Just for safety. If it comes up before the dude gets here, you know. I'm gonna be screwed if he doesn't. Arizona Ant, how's it going? Ah, here we go. Kaboom. Walnut. Get rid of him. Don't need him. I don't know why I did that. I should have actually kept him. Yeah. Nut. Okay. Watch it. Watch it. Kablamo. There we go. Dig up the nut. This feels so good to be playing this game. Can this guy die already? Wow. God damn. Okay. Who cares, actually? How's it going? That's a good name, to be perfectly honest. We need nuts, we need potato bombs. We need more pea shooters. We need this guy to jump over this thing, so you have time for the potato thing to come up. You don't need them. It's gonna go off? Okay. And just for some overkill. This is fun. I like this. I actually have like time to read chat. That's what makes for a good stream game. Is I can actually like stop and read the chat whenever I feel like. Okay. Oh yeah, these pickles are kosher, just in case any of you are worried that I'm eating non-kosher pickles, you know. I guess that's important to some people. Terissa Johnson, how's it going? I don't know what that is, the frickin' Asian speak. I can't read Asian. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I don't speak in noodle. I like that. I like that one. It's hi in Chinese. So, ni hao. I know hi in Chinese. What do you think? I'm some kind of uncultured American? Shit. Take my thing. Dang it. Okay, that sunflower's dead, whatever. I thought this thing was gonna be able to get him before, Oh, and the frickin' doesn't mow over my things. Neat. Some nut to hold him off for a little bit. Uncultured swine. Hey man, I've been to more countries than you have. That is all of them. Wow, that nut is in a bad situation right now. He's having a bad time. Look at how freaking bad of a time he's having. God damn. I don't even have the freezy dudes yet. I don't think I need the freezy dudes. Nah, this guy's toast. Look at him. Freaking stupid ass, pole vault ass. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of my face. Hey, look. I have Freezy Dude. Oh, God. Wait, I planted that wrong. Okay, whatever. Oh, this guy's in for a bad time. Give me one more. Pea shooter, yeah. Ah, this is crazy. This is where the game starts getting hectic and cool. Yeah. God damn. What I love about this game is I can play it with one hand, like, what do you call it? Like, my other hand could be doing anything, like, I don't know. It's not even that hard. If you know what I mean. Which plant do you think would taste the best? The potato, obviously. I mean, it's got, like, frickin' nitroglycerin in it, but whatever, who cares? Actually, I don't know. I guess the freezy dude would have a nice minty taste, probably. That's an odd question to ask, but it's a good one. Come on. The note would just be a nut. Yeah. Also, Assassin of Hope, how it do? How be it? Yeah, but I want a potato, though. I just want a frickin' fried potato. Or like a twice baked. You can prepare potatoes any way that you could think of. Everyone eats potatoes. If you don't eat potatoes, you're a liar. Or if you say you don't eat potatoes, you're an absolute liar. It's like everyone eats rice. Like, you can't say you don't eat rice. Oh, Lord. Bucket man. Bucket lad. Bucket lad. Bucket lad, come on. Stupid Star Sonic, how's it going? Bucket lad is gone. But he also took my walnut with him. My nut, sorry. Go consume your food. That sounds like a good idea. I already ate some food. I already consumed some food earlier. This guy's... Hold on. Come on! Okay. I was worried. I'm gonna nut here. I didn't use this thing is so terrible. It's such a bad plant. Like no one's ever gonna use it. Use all of everything that I have. This guy's toast. Ah, yes. This is so much better than the, Okay. Let's, like, not... Hold on. Sunflower pea shooter, nut, potato. This thing... And then maybe cold guy. I don't know if you could hear that, but I just chugged the rest of my my Mountain Dew shit. I could be on podcast tonight. Depends on when you're doing it, though. If it's in like 3 hours, that'd be good. I feel like, do you guys think I can beat this game in like a week? I feel like I could. I think the speedrun for this game is like 10 hours. Which, I mean, this game's basically on rails, so there's no speeding that up. There's no like rhyme or reason to your podcast, right? Is what I remember. Like you just talk about whatever the fuck. Lord. Okay, I'm just gonna potato and like not have to deal with this. You just bullshit. That sounds like fun. Nut. I know that the nut doesn't block him, but it does make him jump and it makes him go slower, so that's the main reason I do that. These cost so much. Oh, Lord, okay, cool. And I'm just gonna do that instead of putting potato, dude. Tomorrow. Man, I don't know if I can do tomorrow. I gotta start getting these things. I don't have enough sunflowers. I need a nut for this dude. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Pop his head off. Okay, cool. Oh, hey. I can do one of them there. Remember the first time I ever played this game? I was with my friend who is now my roommate, and we were saying, like, oh, the pea shooter doesn't shoot 2 at a time. No, it shoots 2, one right after another. Go, my plant lads. Eliminate them. Nut! Sorry, I just had to nut every once in a while. God damn it, I need to stop making that stupid joke. Now, I want a double P in every row. So I'm gonna put a regular one in that one. Actually, I can afford some extra double P's. Like in the one with the bucket lad. Oh no, my nut. Okay, I'll put a new nut. This guy, look at this dude. Thinks he can. Okay, he's gone. This guy doesn't stand a chance. Bucket lad here. You're done, son. You're done. And other bucket lad doesn't stand a chance. This is actually my weakest row here, so I'm gonna get rid of one of them. Oh, okay. Nut. You're toast, boyo. Okay. Okay, I don't know what that was. I don't remember. Hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. Nice. Okay. Time for pickle. Here's, give me a sec. This is how you play the pickle version of the game. This is the pickle run. Here we go, pickle number 2. Or this is like the third pickle. Hold on. Good shit. We got a nut. We got this thing. Got a bomb. Hold on. Hey man, I'm eating veggies right now. Actually, contrary to popular belief, cucumbers are fruits, so pickles are technically fruit. Eat your fruit, kids. Pop! Pop that cherry. Got a couple more nut boys. We got a potato lad. We got a cherry lad that I don't have room to put that. We got a cherry lad right here. And we got a cherry lad right here. There we go. This is ridiculous to look at. I don't know who this is. No, my nut lad got eaten. Oh, I had a whole row back here that I didn't even use. What a freaking loser. Is the game audio too loud? Because it feels really loud right now. Someone upstairs is having a field day. Just stomping. Nut lad. Okay. This is insane to look at. I'm just gonna sit back and watch. I'm not gonna plant anything more. Okay, there we go. That's front yard done. Pop shroom. Evening. Yeah, I know. Okay, frickin'. This is the speed run, I think. Oh shit. Wait, you have to wake up the frickin'. Okay, so mushroom, sunflower, this dude, nut lad, potato lad, and yeah. Oh, the music feels so nice. Okay, so they do stay awake at night. That's good to know.
The zombies are coming. Brains.
not gonna be able to record. I'm not sure. It depends what time tomorrow. Do you think I can play this whole game? Like, I'm gonna beat this game in like a week, so... I mean, within this week. Do you think I'll be able to... do the whole thing... without dying? I don't think I'll be able to, but if I do, I'll be like, amazed at myself. Oh, neat. Shut up, dude. Shut up, dude. Okay. Is that enough sunflowers for you? Ah, final wave. I only planted one pea shooter. Okay, 2 pea shooters. Okay, and another mushroom. And another nut. Good. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Oh, shit. I forgot I get, like, coins now. Welcome back. Assassin of Hope. You've collected $270 in coins so far. When you collect 750, I'll sell you something really neato. Crazy Dave is best video game character of all time. Yeah, I could use. I'm gonna use that. Yeah. Crazy Dave for Smash. Hell yeah, dude. I shouldn't have planned it that far forward. I think I might do 3 rows of the sun shrooms. Cause they give such garbage amounts of sun at the beginning. Come on. Okay. Pea shooter for Smash. That would make an interesting assist trophy. Or not like assist trophy, but like, yeah, I guess an assist trophy. Or like a seed packet that you throw at the ground and it plants. Yeah. My shroomy boy has sprouted up. Nut boy goes here. Nut lad. Hey, BB Big Daddy, how goes it? Welcome to the stream, it's been a while. Oh, there's freaking 2 big waves? Okay, whatever. Can you not, dude? Here, have a nut. You get more slots eventually, so you can have more than 6 things, right? You have up to 8 or whatever? I don't remember. I'm just gonna prepare another nut man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, recharge. Because he's gonna eat this one. God damn it, I'm losing sun. Whatever, it doesn't matter because I have so many plants down already. Oh god, this is way too many. Hold on. This is nutty. This is crazy. I don't even have enough for the other nut lad. For a new nut lad for, Okay. there like a version of this game where you play as the zombie? I don't remember. That's some good, okay, you know what? You know what this calls for? With the big boy mushroom? This calls for another pickle ASMR crunch. Good pickle. I'm gonna take give me a BRB screen real quick. Not starting soon. BRB. I'm gonna get some more drink because I'm out of drink. Give me a second. I'm back with some regular ass Mountain Dew. Okay. Freaking someone's walking around upstairs and I live in like the oldest, creakiest freaking apartment building in the whole world. I'm gonna have to live with that for at least a year. Okay, give me a sec. And something about Plants vs. Zombies just doesn't like. There's the music. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Yes. See, we got screen door lads now. Let me just get a regular ass sunflower. One more. One more. Okay. So I don't have to deal with these stupid tiny boys. Tiny men. Oh god, okay. That's not gonna be enough. Okay. There's the soda. So this is just regular Mountain Dew. I think I said that already. I'm not worried about losing the little shrooms because they're so cheap that. Oh, I should have gotten a what the heck is this thing doing? Oh. Alrighty. So I only need like two sunshrooms at the beginning. Or I could just use a sunflower, but I don't know. No one seems to be chatting, so I'm gonna start up chat again by doing my patented what did everyone have for breakfast today? My patented move. Grave digger, or whatever it's called. Made a crap ton of waffles. That actually sounds delicious. So we can get rid of grave things now. Crazy Dave. You wanna play an extra seed slap? Oh yes, absolutely. Thank you. Oh, that's nice to have. I'm just gonna start off with a sunflower. Grave buster. Okay, it's not a grave digger. Grave digger's a monster truck, so. Someone's freaking stomping around upstairs. I think my roommate, or not my roommate, my neighbor upstairs weighs like 600 pounds if he makes that much noise. You can like feel the whole place shaking. I don't know if you can hear it on stream, but it's pretty bad where I'm sitting. The one row I have nothing. And there's a zombie with a cone. No one else had breakfast today? Or no one else is answering my breakfast question? My breakfast inquiry? Nut. Oh, he didn't jump over it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. Jump over this, you mofo. Oh, this frickin' mushroom doesn't reach far enough. Hold on. Why is... Okay, hold on. I need to go, do not disturb. There we go. That'll put an end to that. Let's bust a grave real quick. Let's put more of the big mushrooms down too. I'm like hyper focused on this right now. I don't know if you can tell. I might not be talking all that much, which you might be able to tell by that. Death is a preferable alternative to communism. I agree. I know that's a meme, but like, realistically, I don't like communism. It's a bad idea. So, shut the heck up, Captain Falcon. You're terrible in Smash Ultimate. Which is sad because I love Captain Falcon. Wow, okay. That guy ate that in one gulp. The whole mushroom. Take my nut. Okay. Realistically, who has graves in their front yard? Ah. The Survivor Almanac. They have animal graves, but who did you put a gravestone on them? Probably not. Oh. I don't need to take a look at the almanac. Frickin', I don't care. Whack a zombie. So this is literally you just mash. Like that's all you like. I'm not even gonna plant a single thing. I'm just gonna frickin' mash left click. It's like I don't know what the point is. I don't know why they give you plants. It's just so easy. They don't even move that fast, like kids game. I mean, that's the only explanation. Easy, it's clicking, it's like Call of Duty, it's clicking on people simulator. I mean, I enjoy clicking on people every once in a while, but Oh, and you gotta click twice on the conehead zombies. So difficult. This is I don't know what's the point of the plants? Oh, they're coming up a little bit faster now. Maybe. No. You gotta click 3 times on the bucket zombies. They all come up at once? Yeah. Oh shit. Damn it. Okay, actually, I was like freaking talking shit on okay. So literally just plant only those. I think I might try that. Let's see how that goes. Actually, let's get some shooters just in case. Why is everyone hate Pro Jared? He cheated on his wife. Sure. Hasn't like 1,000 other celebrities done that before?
The zombies are coming.
Come on! Okay, I'm gonna use this thing first. He also sent nudes to fans. Oh, okay. I get it. Now I understand.
Brains.
Okay, so now is when I get more sunflowers. Then after a little bit is when I start using hypno shrooms. I should have gotten freaking grave busters and I didn't. Welcome back, Frogia. Kidneys want to die. Did you like pee a lot? Ah, yes. This is where hypno shroom happened. Just leave. Just go. So I'm gonna need like a lot of sun. I didn't realize that it only works once. And then it disappears. So I'm gonna need a lot of sunflowers if I want this to work. As in, oh wait, it recharges really slow too. Damn it. Okay, we'll figure something out. Give me one more. Give me one more. One more sun. One more sun. One more sun. There we go. Take my thing.
Brains.
Here comes the sun. Doobie doobie. God damn. My orthodontist ruined the Beatles for me. Because, Every time I went into the orthodontist to get my frickin' teeth twisted and frickin' metal glued to my teeth, I couldn't... They always played the Beatles in the waiting room. So now the Beatles, I associate the Beatles with getting my teeth pulled. Or not pulled, but like twisted and stuff. It's not good. I need to like sue. I need to sue my orthodontist for, not for like medical malpractice or anything, but for like ruining the Beatles for me. Screw you, anyone who's an orthodontist. You do good work, but like, you know kids hate you, right? That is a Beatles song, right? I'm pretty sure it is. If it's not, then I just sound like a dumbass. Which is fine. Yeah. God damn it. Okay, frickin' lawnmower will take care of those guys, I don't care. Okay, well, then what was the last breakfast you had? If you woke up too late to have breakfast, that means you've had breakfast previously. I mean, you had to have had breakfast previously, or either that, or like, what's the first meal you had that day or today? You know, that counts as breakfast. You're banned, pro man. You're not banned, but you should be. I should ban you, is what I'm saying. I need a nut. Playing on your DSi. Did they have Plants vs. Zombies for the DSi? Is that a thing? Can I Google it? I can't Google it because frickin' this window is way too shit. Okay, whatever. Damn it. I did not know that. I guess this game does play really well with a touchscreen, so it makes sense. Undead victims who you've planted in your front yard. Yeah, I guess they are your victims, because, like, who else... I mean, unless you, like, sell your land as a graveyard, why the hell else would you have, like, graves? The heck got eaten? Okay, it doesn't matter. I almost didn't notice that coin. I should be actually, like, getting more sunflowers. So, give me a sec. There we go. Finally. used whom in a sentence. I use whom in a sentence all the time. If you're asking a question, you say like, oh, this book was written by James Sullivan, and you're like, by whom? And you have to say whom. You can't say by who, because that's improper English. Ah. No, whatever. Next dude that comes down that way is gonna get ass blasted. Wait, the whole row goes down if there's a zombie that close? That's bullcrap. It's bull hockey. Give us some facts. Grizzly bears will eat honey out of beehives, but they will also eat the hives themselves and the bees that are inside the hives. There's a fact for you. God, okay. Damn. This ending is so lackluster. Oh boy. I forget what this thing does. How long have I been streaming? Like an hour? It feels like a long time. Temporarily immobilizes all zombies on screen. That's kind of fancy. Wait, what the heck? If I go to main menu and I go... Can I get to the shop? Play adventure mode. No, I can't... I thought I was able to go to, Crazy Dave's shop, but I don't think I can at this point. Ooh, disco zombie. Cool. Okay, these things suck. I thought they were better, but they kind of are garbage. Garbage. I'll try No, I don't need this. I need ice shroom. See how well that works. Legend of what? Our yoke?
The zombies are coming.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I wish I did. It's a Michael Jackson horror game? What? Excuse me? That's a thing that actually exists? I don't think I'll end up playing that, but if I'm really at the bottom of the barrel and I don't have anything else to do, maybe. Record the podcast in like 15 minutes? I might be able to. I could end the stream to do it, unless you want to do it on stream, which might not be a good idea, depending. Yeah, I'll probably end off in 15 minutes. How many more levels for night is there? I wonder. I forgot about these assholes. Can you not? My guy? Okay, there we go. Freeze. Yeah, don't do it on stream. Yeah, if I feel like I'll end off in a little bit, probably. Well, I kind of wanted the stream to go a while, so I probably won't record today. This is final wave, so some more sun. Nah, okay. Let's just dig these dudes up. Yeah, okay. Lawnmower can deal with that row. It's fine, everything's fine. This guy's good as dead. Cool. Destroys a large area, leaving a crater in its wake. Ugh, how many levels are in night? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm gonna frickin' use sun shrooms this time because I feel like I don't have enough sun. Oh, screw that. I don't want that. Oh, I didn't have nuts last time. Whatever. I don't want this thing. This thing looks dumb. There are pots, but you have to use them when you're on the roof. Spoilers, there's a roof level.
The zombies are coming.
It's hard to, it actually is hard to read chat when so much is going on screen. I'm gonna do 3 whole rows of sunshrooms. I'm gonna have so much sun. It's not even gonna be funny. I mean, it's kind of funny. That's my roommate getting back. That loud slamming noise. Oh, I didn't need that nut. I'm gonna keep one spot here to plant one of these ice shrooms. Like so. I have way too much sun right now. Okay, I'm getting rid of these. I'm replacing them with these things. Freeze. I'm gonna nut this roll, this whole row. I tried to say row and hole at the same time, and I said roll. I could go for a nut roll right now, though. That actually sounds pretty good. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That was freaking simple. Clean. Didn't use a single lawnmower. Bony Ayers, how's it going? Puff shrooms do only get... They only shoot when zombies are, like, within 3 tiles, I think. Yeah, I think that's how it is. Oh, yeah. Hello, we would like to visit for a midnight snack. How does ice cream and brains sound? Sincerely, the zombies. Oh wait, what was... I want to read this. Hold on. Let's pause. Pause. Okay, let me read this real quick. You're talking about... The Crow. Protagonist of the movie. The actor, not the character, was killed during the filming. Oh yeah, that was the frickin'... The blanks had like a little bit of shrapnel in them. So they had their like the piece of shrapnel like shot out instead and killed the dude. It was crazy. Oh, save that one for later. It was just a poorly made blank. Why is there so many ice shrooms? I don't want these. Use a doom shroom. Just that didn't do anything. I thought it would get everything. God damn it. Freeze. Freaking craters. What are so many of these things? Okay. I don't want to use up all my things. God damn. Sure, one more. Big area. I should have waited for later. But, you know. Good. Oh, the crater goes away eventually. That's good to know. Can't plant there? Okay, whatever. Watch this. Wait for them to come in. Let's bust a grave. Wait for them all to come in. Freeze everything, and then Doom Shroom right there. And then all we have to do is wait for that one to go away. There. Good. God damn. Okay, can't plant goddamn anywhere. And I have like 3 more Doom Shrooms. Good. That works. Oh. Okay. Ugh. This is not good. Why would you kill an illiterate person rather than giving them a proper education and make them literate? That sounds kind of scummy. Welcome to the 3rd chapter, which is pool? Yeah. Backyard. Okay, I might end off the stream. Just, this was kind of a short one. But, yeah. That's freaking fun. I like this game. This is a fun game, and I will be playing it in the future, probably later this week. Which I'm 3 chapters in. This is chapter 3. I think there's 5 chapters in the game. I think is roof. Let me check, because I think the roof is there is 5 chapters, yes. And I already know that after pool, it gets pretty, what do you call it? It gets pretty tough. So I bet if I streamed again, like tomorrow, maybe, probably not tomorrow, but like, I think Wednesday, I'd probably end up streaming. I will be able to beat the game next stream, so yeah. I probably will record, yeah. I'll join in the server, and I'll see you all later. Thanks everyone for coming. If you haven't joined the Discord server already, go ahead and do that. If you haven't subscribed, then go ahead and do that. Like the stream, come back for more. That's all I got for you.